Hey guys, this is Mason from Team Omega Anarchy 7. As I said in the last video, that may end up be changing. But I haven't posted a video in forever, so I'm going to go straight into this new deck. I haven't proxied because it hasn't came out yet, but I think you guys might enjoy it. Revengers, Shadow Paladins. I wanted to get this deck proxied and get it perfected before it even comes out. And the moment I got this deck actually perfected, something weird happened. Out of the last few, probably about 80 to 120 card fights, I've only lost like 3 times. And each one of those times I've actually lost was by grade stuck. So it works amazing. It's very well balanced. And to be honest, I really love this deck. I'm very excited for when it comes out in BT12, which is until next year. But I haven't remembered all their names, so what I'm going to do is tell you their effects and then tell you why I put them in the deck. So I put him in the deck. His name starts with a C. I don't really give. It's Counterblast 1. Put into the Soul. You're on grade 3. Superior call a Blaster Dark from your deck. Blaster Dark's effect can work also with this card. It is beautiful. This combo actually helps me out a lot when I don't want to really use my hand that much. Because normally, if you're attacking like a Vermilion or something like that, they end up destroying your front row. So I love having grade 1s in the deck, and this actually gets you to be able to use the grade 1s instead of all the grade 2s right off your hand. So I'm running him, and we're going to go straight into the triggers. I'm running 4 heals. These will be Revengers. I just didn't want to proxy the triggers when I already have the triggers. So I just threw in 4 of them. And these are the Revenger heals. So 4 of them. And then we're going to have 4 Revenger crits. The reason why I put the bird as Revenger crit because both of them do not have an effect. So 4. And then 2 normal critical triggers. 6 crit mainly because this deck's pretty offensive. You kind of want to push, but not push too hard that you're going to end up killing yourself in the long run. But these also are 10k guards. So, beautiful cards, to be honest. And amazing in the deck. I flipped these guys upside down because I didn't want to proxy them. But these are the draw trigs. 4 of the Revenger draw triggers. I've been waiting for Shadow Paladins to get a new set of draw trigs, and finally they do. They're Revengers, and they work amazing. So I'm going 4 of those, and then 2 of the normal draw trigs. The reason why I'm running 6 is because this deck is like Spectral Duke. You kind of need hand advantage enough to be able to resupply your units. So 3 of those. And into grade 1s. This is probably one of the actually the only non-Revenger card in this deck, basically, that is not a trigger. The reason why I run her is because sometimes I end up getting grade stuck, and if I start off with her, I could tap, discard, and draw. So normally that ends up getting me a grade 3 or closer to that grade 3. So just one of hers, she may end up going out for her, another one of these, which I'll tell you their effect later, may end up going out for one of those. But other than that, she works pretty good. I may end up taking her out though. Sorry. But I'm running 2 of the 10Ks. If you have less rear guards, this unit gains plus 4,000. I'm running 2 because I only believe in 2. I could run 3. I could probably switch her out for another one of these, but I normally end up getting them, so I don't really care. Just 2 of those. And I do love these for one reason, is because Bushiroad finally decided to throw in a 10k booster for Shadow Paladins that does not Soul Blast or anything. It just benefits completely, actually, to be honest, because Shadow Paladins have one really big flaw, is that having less rear guards. So finally had one of those. So I'm running 4 of these. And they're 7k, but if I have a card with Revenger, like a Vanguard with Revenger, these guys turn into 10ks. And basically, 95% of this deck is Revenger, so these will always work. Unless I'm stuck in a trigger or some crap like that. I'm running 4 Perfect Guards. 4 because this deck doesn't end up getting beat, like, pushed pretty heavy. So 4 of those, just in case purposes, because I've faced some Kageros, and like Kagero the Inn and the new actual Seal Dragons. They are annoying as crap, but normally I end up pushing too far and beating them. I've only lost once to that, and that was by actually a really close friend of mine. But 4 of those for protection use. And then I'm running 3 of this guy. I think his name is Kloss or something like that. Or, yeah. I'm running 3 of these because these are damage on flippers. If a Blaster Dark is placed in the same unit as this row, unflip 1 damage. It basically makes Blaster Dark Revenger into a Counterblast 1. Even if you have no Counterblast flipped, you could do Blaster Dark Revenger, then him. So he's very awesome. He's 7k, but 7k is still able to hit cross rides if you have the right card. I'm running 1 of her. I may end up putting more, may end up keeping it that way, but right now just 1's working perfectly. Her effect is Counterblast 2, Superior Call a grade 1 or less into the same column as she is. She's very useful in situations when you're trying to pull off Raging Form. So I basically just use 1 of her. Not really a big fan, but she does come in use. I'm running 4 10k vanillas. Mainly because they're 10ks, and whenever I'm trying to hit a cross ride, they end up hitting cross ride because I normally have boosters. Other than that, they're just sacrifice fuel. I'm running 4 Blaster Dark Revengers. To be honest, I love this art more than the Blaster Blade Liberator. Like, he just looks more of a boss, to be honest. But his effect is now completely different than his old self. His effect now works on Vanguard or Rearguard. If you have not seen the anime. It's Counterblast 2, retire any card in the front row now. He's very useful. I love him, and he's probably one of my favorite cards in the game. And then I'm running 3 of him. If I have Vanguard with Revenger in the name, he turns into a 12k beatdown. Very useful, but he only comes in starter deck, so I end up bumping him down to 2. But I like him at 3 right now, so we'll just see on how that goes. And now grade 3s. Grade 3s are very straightforward, basically. I'm running 3 Illusionary Knight Revenger. Illusionary Revenger Mordred or something like that. I love his 11k. But he's the main break ride. Normally, you want to go him, then into Raging Form. It just destroys your opponent's hand, basically. When a card is rode on top of him, you Counterblast 1, that unit gains plus 10,000, and you can Superior Call a grade 2 or lower from your deck. Very useful, to be honest. And then that unit that you just Superior Called gains plus 5,000. But only 1 of him, and then when he attacks, he gains plus 2,000. Now the main beast of this deck, sorry for the poor small card proxies. I haven't actually redone them yet. This is Raging Form Dragon. He does have Revenger in his name. It's Revenger Raging Form Dragon. He is he's on par with Descendant, to be honest. His effect is discard 1 of him, restand him, sacrifice 3 rear guards, and then he gains plus 10,000. It does not matter if the attack hits or not. But the thing is, it's not restanding him, basically. you have to rewrite him from your hand. So it's like a Persona ride, but either way, it's awesome. You're not ditching 3 cards in order to restand him or anything. You're just ditching 1. And then he doesn't even lose Twin Drive. His other effect is Counterblast 1. He gains plus 3,000, I believe. Yeah, 3,000. This basically puts him to 24 by himself. And if you did like not boost him, the first attack, he turns into a 24 plus whatever booster you have, which does put pressure onto your opponent. I love this deck, and I'm going to have you guys see it played sooner or later. I know I'm not really good on promising stuff, but I'm not going to promise anything. I'm just going to try to get it if anybody actually wants to play it, because everybody hates this deck now. But it is awesome build, and I'm loving it right now. So I'll probably get this deck probably shown to you later. And thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment anything you did not like or like in this video. Anything else you want to actually... I just want you speaking your mind. I love it when people speak their mind. Don't like put in hate crimes though, anything. I want to know what you think about the deck. Alright, so like, subscribe, comment what you think, feel like, and I would love it. Alright, and this is Mason from Team Omega Anarchy 7, and signing off.